All right, we're doing this on leap year.
Happy leap year.
Leap day.
Happy leap day. Happy
February
leap year.
29th. It only comes around, once every 4 years?
Once every 4 years. That is correct.
So if your birthday is like on February 29th, does that mean you only have a birthday every 4 years?
Yeah.
Some people would. What they usually do. My sister had a friend who was born on February 29th, and she would either celebrate her birthday on February 28th or March 1st. Like they choose. I think her friend would pick the 28th, so it was a day sooner.
When she turned 21, though, would she have to wait to March 1st?
Ooh.
She unfortunately did not turn 21. Oh. She got into a car accident when she was 17 and died. I know, it's sad. I know.
So, but that means, like, if you celebrate your birthday every 4 years, the last time somebody that had February 29th birthday had their birthday before the COVID lockdown.
Right. I think.
Yeah, right before. Huh?
And with your question on, like, if they were the 29th and, like, celebrating 21st birthday, they'd probably make them wait till the 1st, because they'd be like, on the 28th, they technically weren't old enough yet.
It's a mystery of the universe.
It is.
All right, so we got Kat joining us.
Hi, Kat.
Hey, Kat.
Hello.
Welcome back.
We like when Kat comes.
Yeah. So we had Kat on because of, we haven't seen her in a while. First off, though.
Well, she is the official hairdresser of Reality Redemption.
No, the official stylist of Reality Redemption.
Yeah, stylist. What do you prefer? Hairdresser, hairstylist, hair...
Cosmetologist sounds all like scientific.
Cosmetologist,
okay.
Like
that. No,
the
I'm not
official
picky.
cosmetologist of Reality Redemption.
And training for a Spartan race. How's that going?
Pretty good. 3 more weeks.
Cool.
Is it like 5K?
Getting excited.
This one's just going to be a 5K. I figured I'd start small and see how it goes.
Yeah.
How could you do that more than 5K, though? Because it looks pretty brutal to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like running that much to want to do more yet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe if I decide that I really like it, then I'll do a longer one.
Yeah.
But mainly just want to do the obstacles.
5K is pretty good, though. Isn't that like 3-something miles?
Yeah, like 3.2.
Yeah.
They do even
good.
like ultra marathons. It's like 26
miles.
Or something.
Like, oh.
Or 26K, I'm not
thanks.
sure. It's like, trying to metric to standard. I don't remember how many miles that is, but
you have to like.
It's
but
not
it's a
26
lot.
miles.
You have to scale walls and
26K.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
That's
You have
what
to be
I'm
a warrior.
excited about.
Like, yeah, you have to
Yay.
like do all this, like, you have to battle the course, basically, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's like, I think there's those rope walls, maybe.
Yeah.
And that thing that has the
Climbing
rope
the
and you have to
ropes.
use your feet to climb over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a bunch of different rope stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That'll be
excited.
fun.
Yeah. See what I'm physically capable of.
See what your level is at now, and then...
Are you looking forward to getting all muddy?
I guess. I like that as long as it's not in my ears. Kind of apprehensive about that part. It's my ears are sensitive.
I know. Don't we get that in the summer or anytime around here when the wind kicks up and it's like dust is blowing around and you try to clean your ears out?
But that's what earplugs are for, so it's fine.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
fun.
we had you on because the big story last week was Alabama had this with the Supreme Court about how they consider IVF embryos
Children. Yeah, they have literally called them children.
Full-blown children. I wonder if you have to
So-
give them names and shit now, too.
They should be allowed to claim them on their taxes then,
Right.
so they don't have to pay taxes,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, do you get that child tax
Like,
credit?
do you
for
get
that?
20 deductions? Because you have to, from what I understand about IVF, people will have several embryos.
Yeah.
Because they don't always take.
And that was one aspect I read about that. It's like, well, there's usually a lot of embryos that get discarded. That
is that an abortion?
So it's like, is that that considered like manslaughter or homicide?
Murder.
Like what?
And this came about because there was a case in Alabama that a worker at one of these IVF businesses had destroyed an embryo.
Like he accidentally dropped a vial. Like, not even on purpose or anything. It was an accident. He dropped it and...
Yeah, it wasn't done on purpose, but then it destroyed this couple's, like, embryo.
And the couple decided to sue about it, and it went all the way to their state court, I think.
The Supreme Court of Alabama.
Yeah. It's like...
Who came up with a decision?
If anything, why wasn't it, like, considered like maybe like destruction of property? Like, I don't understand why they're trying to say that it was like
homicide.
Like homicide. Murder or manslaughter. It's I don't know.
I don't know. It's just fucked up. Maybe we should play this clip here on it that gets into a little bit more.
Abbott gave his opinion on Alabama's Supreme Court decision that frozen embryos are human beings. The court also ruled people who get rid of embryos can be held liable for wrongful death. Some Alabama fertility clinics have stopped offering IVF services. Well, over the weekend on CNN's State of the Union, Governor Greg Abbott followed former President Donald Trump in saying he wants to ensure that some people will have access to IVF. But he also says it's a new, complicated topic.
What I don't know is families who may have frozen embryos, what happens if they were done so that a mother could have a pregnancy, but after those embryos were frozen, the mother passes away? What happens then? What happens if after the embryos are frozen, the mother and the husband, they get a divorce?
What the hell?
I don't know.
Abbott says Texas will remain a pro-life state. Texas has some of the strictest abortion laws in the country, with the only exception being to save the life or prevent substantial bodily harm to the pregnant patient. Doctors have delayed treatment to such medical emergencies, fearing jail time and six-figure fines due to confusion with the laws.
So, I mean, what if the mother does die, though? But these companies are not allowed to get rid of the embryos.
It's like, are they going to be forced to be implanted in a host body?
Mine's a little off topic, but why are people talking about Joe Biden stuttering and not this guy? Like he's all over the place.
He just sounds like a dumb hillbilly.
I know. And then I'm like, some of the things I'm like, why would that be what you want to go on news and discuss about this issue? Well, what if the mother dies, or what if they get a divorce? What in the fuck did he just say?
Of course, we gotta outlaw those things, Greg.
But again,
we'll make divorce illegal. They want to do that too. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Here's the thing: is he using that as a defense to get rid of the embryos?
I don't know. I couldn't tell from what the fuck he was saying. Didn't you? I was like twice. I'm like, huh? Like, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say, dude. I understood none of that.
I don't think he even knew. It sounded like an
I think he was just talking shit.
Thought, like an open train of thoughts that he hadn't thought until that very moment.
I just gotta go out there and say my pro-life stuff. Like, that's what I gotta do.
Okay. And the truth be told, IVF is for, people that actually want kids to assist on people that cannot have children, who want to have children, and sometimes they need scientific help to have children.
It's for people like me if I wanted to have
The
children.
part that
Yes.
that I picked up on was where he said, like, we really want to make it so some people are able to have it.
That's
what
another
is he
thing, too.
implying? Is this like
Who
another,
are
is
the
this
people
like a
who
form
aren't
of
allowed?
eugenics
White
that
people.
he's considering?
Right. Yeah. Who are the
What
people
is
who
going
aren't
on with
allowed
that?
to have it?
Yeah.
Who are those people?
Brown people.
Yeah, people with darker complexions.
That's
Because
where
you
my
want
brain
more
went.
white babies.
All right. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Okay.
We want rich white folks to be able to have
Right.
their babies.
And come on, go all in on it. And we want to keep them uneducated so they will keep on voting for us.
Yeah.
Right.
And they don't mind
Well, I don't
corporations
even
getting
know,
tax cuts.
I think they realize that the majority of people that are using IVF are people with money. Like, it's expensive. You can't, it's not like it's covered by insurance, because they told me all this when I was finding out my fertility problems. Like, okay, no, you could have a baby with the help of IVF,
And
right?
It's like thousands of dollars.
And they're
I
like,
think.
so it's in the state of Arizona at the time I was going through this, because I asked the doctor, I was like, how much does that run? And he's like, well, it's about $10,000. Like, per time that you have to do it. Because
Oh,
sometimes
wow.
it doesn't even take the first time. So,
Wow.
I mean, I never tried it because I was like, I decided I'm not having kids after I was told that.
$10,000 per attempt.
Yes, per
Wow.
attempt. Back when they told me, that is what the fertility doctor told me when I asked that question. That was back when I was 19 years old. So that we're talking like the tail end of the 90s.
I wonder what the average...
So I don't know if the cost has gone up.
I wonder what the average number of tries is before someone...
It's not one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't even ask that. But, it's for most people, I think they have to make several attempts. That's why they have so many of the embryos frozen. Because sometimes, and they test them beforehand too to find out if they're even viable. Some of them are not even, they will never create a human. They will never create a human child. And so that's why some of those are destroyed. So then people are saying, well, isn't that abortion if you're considering that a child, and then you're going around and saying, well, this isn't going to be a child. It never has the possibility to. I mean, for fuck's sakes, they won't even let women go through with an abortion that their doctors told them. That's what happened to Kate Cox. She was told, your baby is not going to live. Like, there is no possible way for this to happen. And she had to leave the state to handle the problem.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this is like the rabbit hole we've gone down.
Where does this stop, though? Does that mean like the grocery stores have to freeze the eggs if they don't sell? I mean, it's basically the same thing, and you can't destroy it.
Yeah.
But those are chickens, so they might not care that those are a chicken's children.
Isn't life though?
I know. Especially since he said Texas will always be a pro-life. And here's another one. If Texas will always be a pro-life state, why are you guys executing so many people? If Texas will always be a pro-life state, and you hijacked pro-life from the anti-death penalty people, they still won't. That needs to come out more.
Life ends at birth.
We'll decide later in the state
the
of
nihilist
Texas.
in me loves
We'll
that
decide
statement.
which year that will be.
You can't afford to feed that kid. Too bad you shouldn't have had it.
Right?
Fuck, you have in Arizona, which, luckily we have the government we have, but there's people that want to, install that pro-life shit here. But they want to make a law where, if a certain Mexican comes on your property, you can shoot him because it might be an immigrant.
Yeah. How's that pro-life?
Yeah.
That sounds really pro-death to me, doesn't it?
It
Like
makes
we're allowing
no
you to
fucking
shoot
sense.
people? The balls.
Jesus Christ. The fuck did we get here?
I'm glad that you asked how we got here. Do you want to know how we got here?
Yeah, I would imagine it's a problem that we're having to deal with.
I did something that nobody thought was possible. I got rid of Roe v. Wade.
And there you have it. That's how we got here. That's basically how we got here.
All right. And I know people bash us because we bash Trump and stuff like that. They say we lie about him. Those were his words.
This is not AI. You can look it up yourselves. That Trump actually said that. Yes, actually bragged about it.
In Trump's somewhat small defense, though, this is the can of worms he opened. Mm-hmm. He came out and said, like, he was against this ruling.
But will he only do it? So he's doing it probably at first because there's a lot of women pissed at him over Roe v. Wade. But then watch, once the zealots come out, like the religious zealots, and pressure him too much, he's going to turn around and say, IVF is bad.
Well,
it's very, very bad. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing from all the greatest people that it's very bad.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Like after school shooting, he came out and said, maybe we should take the guns first, and then
the NRA and all the gun nuts jumped his shit.
He came out and said that.
Yeah.
Maybe the guns should come first before the due process. But then the NRA got a hold of him that night. That night, the NRA flew to Washington, had a meeting with him behind closed doors.
I'm already shopping for guns. I'm going to get some too. I hear they're very wonderful. He's out there doing that.
I'll get the best guns.
I think my Trump thing might be getting better, my impression. See, folks, that was me. What I played before was actual Donald Trump bragging about getting rid of Roe v. Wade. You see the difference?
Way before this podcast, Snow and I were driving out to Bakersfield to see Jim Jeffries. And this was as Donald Trump was running and stuff like that. And Snow and I must have
2016 or 2015.
Yeah, Snow and I must have done our Donald Trump impression for about 3 hours on the way to Bakersfield.
To entertain ourselves. It's a 5-hour drive. And there's like nothing in that part of California.
You better be somewhat good at the impression by now.
Right. Maybe that's how I was able to get it down, was all that road trip.
He has like no convictions though. He's like bought and paid for. Whoever
follow money trail.
Sold the highest bidder there.
Yeah.
He can turn anything into something to sell, right? Fuck, he's in the sneaker business now. He's like, I was so successful at selling hats that I've now decided to sell footwear.
And that's
like Al Bundy.
This will get the black people to vote for me.
Yeah, that's what he said. I wonder if he's going to come out with like a line of pumps too to go after. I understand that women are mad at me over the Roe v. Wade, so I'm coming out with a line of pumps to win you back.
Say what you will about Yeezy. At least Yeezy's sneakers look good. You know what I mean? As anti-Semitic as he is, at least you could design a good sneaker.
Yeah, I still won't buy them, but
I
yeah.
won't buy them neither, no.
Yeah.
You've heard of Yeezys, now get a load of sleazies.
That's a good one. He should call his, you could get Yeezys or sleazies.
Easy. Easy spirits.
Fuck. So, I don't know. I mean, at what point is it, like, when does life begin? Even the Bible, doesn't the Bible say like that life begins at the first breath? Isn't that in there somewhere?
The irony.
I
think it does.
It probably does. I mean, I'll admit I've never read the Bible. No, I'm not going to act like one of the so-called Christians and pretend that I have when I don't practice any of it.
I feel like the bottom line to all the arguments about that is like, we're supposed to have separation of church and state. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck the Bible says. We go by the laws in this country
Right.
are not
That's the
the,
way it's
Bible. Damn it. I'm
Yeah.
tired of that.
And that's a big
Yeah, the
argument.
Bible, it shouldn't even matter what
Like,
it says
it
in the
doesn't
Bible.
matter.
Because
It's not the law that
religion
you
is
go
supposed
by.
to be freedom of religion.
Right. Like the whole let's bring prayer back into school thing. That's the problem with America. There's not prayer in school. Okay, well,
no, that's not the problem.
No, but are you comfortable with having a Muslim prayer in school? Are you cool having?
They
a
would blow a
satanic-
gasket. Their heads would explode off their shoulders if there was Muslim prayer, satanic prayer. They would find a new thing to complain about.
Yeah, I mean, then but you have politicians like this.
Reaction to the Alabama Supreme Court ruling on the fact that embryos are children?
Yeah, I was all for it. We need to have more kids. We need to have an opportunity to do that. And then I thought this was the right thing to do. But
IVF is used to have more children, and right now IVF services are paused at some of the clinics in Alabama. Aren't you concerned that this could impact people who are trying to have kids?
well, that's for another conversation. We need more kids. We need people to have the opportunity to have kids.
It's like we've taken that away.
Certain people.
What?
Well, that's a hard one. It really is. It's really hard. Because again, you want people to have that opportunity, and that's why I was telling her we need more kids.
I don't know why, but we need more kids.
They need
we
more
just need
slaves to feed the capitalist machine.
Where's
We need
We're
more
low.
kids.
We're low on
Where-
slaves. We need more.
who was that again?
That was Tommy Tubberville. I had to make sure I said his name right. 'Cause
Tubberville.
sometimes I call him Tommy Tube Steak.
Where's he from?
I believe he's from Alabama. Isn't he he's a senator from Alabama, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He used to be a football coach, if that means anything to anybody.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know.
I'm sure there was certain
So
things
he's
going
had
on in that locker
probably a
room.
lot of concussions. No.
All right, so we need more children. Well, we need more children.
Can I just say something about like him all for overpopulating things? Like, dude, that's the main like, I know people here like to bitch about California. The reason I bitch about California is the traffic. So I know damn good and well we don't need more people, okay? And it's everywhere. There's too much traffic. Why don't we take a pause on breeding?
Isn't the immigration?
Good Lord.
Isn't the immigration argument like we're full, we can't take anymore?
Yeah, that I know.
Only of you brown
they make
people.
no sense. They just like move around, and then that's why they get caught. Like, did you hear the part where he's like, "Well, that's another conversation for another day." It's like, why don't you just sit there and say, "I have no idea what the fuck IVF is, but I was told that I'm for it. That I have because we need more kids, but I have no idea."
Yeah, well, yeah.
What the fuck? Who votes these people in? Who are the idiots?
This because here's the thing though. In certain states like this where the education is rated low,
Uneducated.
At the bottom of the list out of the country.
okay,
Yeah.
you have this uneducated people where they want to cut funding for education because they don't want smart people. Because I hate to say it.
Because then they won't do what they want. They won't be able to control them, and they won't do exactly what they want.
Two factors in that. Number one, you dumb down the population. That, I hate to say it, that's your voter base.
And they're easy to control.
Yes,
it's all
easy to
about control.
Because they don't care about corporations getting tax cuts. It's about the fear. They control them with the fear that someone is going to come take their job, the fear someone's going to come take my gun.
All of it is rooted in fear.
Well, here's my theory on why they do exactly what you're saying about the fear. It's because they also have fear too. I believe it's almost like I look at these people, they have sold their soul to the devil and they are desperate. And by the devil, I mean, they have sold their souls to the corporations. They are beholden by them. So it's like, I have to do whatever my owners tell me, which are like, those are my donors. My donors are my owners, and I work for them. So they're desperate, and that's why they preach all this fear into the dummies. And they're like, you've got to do this. And they're like passionate about it. I'm like, because you motherfuckers sold your soul to the devil. This is what you get.
Yeah, well, and on that factor is Republicans are two-tiered party. You have the really rich ones. Okay, and they know this. They know a Democrat will come in and he's going to have a better, more fair playing field as far as taxes go. Corporations don't want that. Corporations don't want to pay taxes. We've said that many times.
Let's be fair, though, because I don't want to just, you know how lots of folks like to do the both sidesism. So we're going to do both sidesism for a second. Joel Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. Kirsten Sinema did not act like she sold her soul to the devil before she got elected. Then she definitely sold her soul to the devil. And look at her now. Same with Joel Manchin. He's sold his soul years ago to the coal industry. And he gets, I think he gets NRA money too. Yeah.
Corporations.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't, okay, we shouldn't say this isn't necessarily a Democrat-Republican thing.
Right.
Any congressman, if you look at their net worth from when they started Congress to when they get out, there's a huge discrepancy. Now, Congress people are paid, what, $100-something thousand a year?
The representatives, and then senators, I think, are like $250.
But they leave millionaires.
Right.
Both sides.
Right.
So, yeah.
Now, to be fair, some of them, like, we should be fair, because some of them, both Republicans and Democrats, they get book deals. They get paid to go give speeches. They get that. That, to me, is fine. That's like, legitimate. The ones I have problems with are, like, the ones who get bought by the corporations, lobbyists, all that. And then they sell their soul in Congress. Like, watch, everyone brace yourself. There's no way Kirsten Sinema's getting elected again. So she's probably going to go get herself some cushy, like, lobbyist job or something. She probably is. She's not just going to go away.
And then you have Trump. And the only reason Trump is running, the only reason, it's not because he's fighting for the little man. They're not.
Don't tell them that. Don't ruin their dream.
They're coming after you, not me. I'm just in their way.
They want to put you in jail for raping Eugene Carroll.
Yeah.
Actually, they wasn't going to go to jail for that. They want to take all your money for me raping Eugene Carroll. I mean, like, it's just.
But Trump,
and they buy into it.
Trump is just running just to stay out of jail.
Right.
That's the only reason.
They want to put you in jail for me conspiring for 1/6. Like, and it's like some of them weren't even there, and they're still probably second mortgaging their trailer to
buy a pair of sneakers.
Pay him. Yeah. It's just gross.
Those kicks will look good around Walmart and Kingman.
They'll be the shiniest shoes in Walmart.
Honey, I spent our tax return.
Oh my God, that's a good point. I wonder how many of them are ordering the 1/6 kicks with their tax return money.
Okay, and prediction, when Johnny Carson used to do the thing, I forget the name of the character, but he used to hold a card up to his head. Like, I can see the future.
Oh, yeah.
You have to prepay for these sneakers, right?
Yeah. They're not even coming out, I think, until July. You have to pre-order them, and they're already sold out.
What are the chances?
No returns or
whatever. What are the chances that
they don't even ever come out?
They're stuck on a shipping container from China and it never comes to shore.
We have to blame China, and now they all have COVID. They put the flu in them, the China flu. So you don't want these shoes. unfortunately, I can't give you your money back because Hunter Biden stole it. It'll be so stupid.
So now I can't put this episode on YouTube. Because we've been canceled. We've had episodes canceled on YouTube.
Oh,
Because
shit.
we talk.
I dropped the C word. I fucking dropped the C word.
The C flu.
Does it
and now
help?
We can't
Does it help if I say allegedly? Allegedly.
No.
Alleged.
No, because we quoted like Joe Rogan or something.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
right. And we got canceled.
We got canceled for quoting Joe Rogan. And they said it was because we were spreading disinformation, even though we were just saying what Joe Rogan said.
How come he doesn't get canceled when his episodes don't then?
Because
they make a lot of money.
His episode wasn't on YouTube now.
Oh,
and even
okay.
Spotify has taken some of his episodes down.
Okay, I see.
Or they have to have that disclaimer.
I fucked up.
Maybe
I gotta learn to not... That is my new C word. Like, because I say the actual C word. So I need to not say that C word.
Maybe we need to say... Maybe this will help. Maybe if I say, this is a disclaimer. Snow was just doing an impersonation of Trump.
I have been the whole show.
And here,
except for the part where he says he got rid of Roe v. Wade. That is not me. That is actual Donald Trump. I want to reiterate that.
And we want to stay here at the Reality Redemption. We do not believe in the China virus.
Right? We're vaccinated.
Now you just said it.
We're vaccinated, of course. Like we're pro-vaccine. I've had all of them. I've had all the updates.
We were fighting for mask mandates.
Right. But then I will have to say that since a lot of our friends on the other side, on the right side of the aisle, I do have to agree with them on like the whole my body, my choice, because it's like, I'm like, all right. I mean, I don't agree with your views, but I'm like, no, you should have the right to do with your body whatever you want to do with your body, because I don't want people telling me what I can or can't do with my body. So I do agree, and I'm like, I'm going to continue to protect myself. But yeah, I guess I can't control, I agree with them on that aspect of it. I don't agree with their view, but I'm like, fine, get it. I don't.
I do agree with that. It's your body, your choice. If you don't want to wear a mask, fine. If you don't want to get the vaccine, fine. But the problem I had with the mask mandate was when the grocery stores were saying you must wear a mask to come in here. Now that's their business, and they had the right to
absolutely
conduct their business the way they want.
They have the right to, and those people who didn't want to follow the rules, don't go in there then. Don't go. Go to the stores that don't care that you are coming in there without a mask. Then you need to go there. Don't be going to the ones who are asking you to. Yeah. Get out. You don't need to start fights and punch employees there. You don't need to do all that. Leave the store. Don't give them your business. Why would you spend your hard-earned money there?
At a communist business. Why would you want to spend your money?
Right. Why would you do that?
Now, and stuff like the vaccine thing, when it came to Aaron Rodgers, the problem I had with Aaron Rodgers was it wasn't he didn't get the vaccine. My problem with Aaron Rodgers was he said he got the vaccine and he lied about it.
Yeah. It's like, why if you're gonna be that much of a tough guy, then go through with the whole thing. Why didn't you just say you didn't get it? Why would you lie? And then you just look like a liar. And now look, does he really have credibility? No, we call him Karen. We don't even call him by his real name because we don't like him. And I'm like, I didn't really have a problem with him before that, but I'm like, you just make yourself look like an ass when you publicly lie like that about something so stupid. And then you come out full force saying nonsense. It's like, then you should have done that from the get-go. You should have spouted your crap then. At least you wouldn't look like a liar.
Yeah, and like we said, Trump doesn't want to get rid of the IVF. and much like we try to always stress on this podcast, is Trump did do a few good things. And he helped greenlight the vaccine and get it rolled out quickly.
Yeah. And got it himself.
I
have to keep saying that to his supporters. They don't believe that he has it.
Yeah. Okay.
Dessert is poured.
Kat, we reserved some of the smitten mittens for you.
Dessert is poured.
Thank you.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like
Pretty
that.
awesome.
That's good stuff, huh?
It's sweet, but not overly sweet.
I know. I love
It
the
does
taste.
kind of coffee-ish.
Yeah, you could totally taste like a coffee flavor, but like I think my favorite flavor that comes out is the graham crackers. Like I can taste the hint of graham crackers.
Like at the end, the graham cracker comes out.
Yeah, I'm like, it is just like a s'mores.
It's like I don't think I've ever had beer that has graham cracker flavor.
I know. It's good. How do you even do that? Do you like mash them up finely, super, super finely, so they
I don't know.
like into a powder?
I'm gonna have to import more of this from Vermont, though.
Can you order it?
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I should. Yeah. If I'd have known that, we would have gotten one each, a can each.
That's neat.
We wouldn't have had a share.
So good.
Sharing is caring.
All right, so like we always do on the podcast, and we've gotten better lately at sticking on topic. But again, we kind of got sidetracked here.
We only went a little off the rails with the COVID stuff.
Yeah, sometimes we go.
We're back though. We're back, so we're gonna talk back on the issue.
Kat, what's going on now with women's rights in
NARAL?
Arizona?
Is it? And it's NARAL, right?
They recently rebranded to Reproductive Freedom for All.
I kind of like that better. Yeah, that's good.
I keep just like using it interchangeably so people know what I'm talking about. So like formerly known as NARAL. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
But we're still trying to gather these petition signatures and been kind of slacking on it lately, but I know the biggest thing I've got coming up that I really want to put all my effort towards is the Pride event. Which is May 18th and 19th. Like, I want to have a booth there both days, all day long, and I'm hoping that we'll get a good turnout for signers for that day, those days.
Right.
That'd be cool. Like, maybe you could get your booth next to ours.
Yeah,
so we could try to get.
We could ask that.
Yeah, if she could get, then she could come on and easily, like if you came on and easily, you could talk more like throughout the days if you were right next to us too. Yeah,
I like that.
Let us know.
Let us choose where our booths are at. That's a good idea.
No, we could just request.
Just request that that
sure,
we're
they
next.
Probably will.
Yeah, I'm sure they would too. They're pretty cool.
And then I feel like
when is the deadline for the for your petitions?
The beginning of July is when we have to have it all wrapped up by.
So you'll probably the Pride event would probably be a good.
I'm thinking I want to do some other stuff, but I need to get back to having more in-person meetings because I think that'll help motivate myself and everyone else because I haven't really, the person that was providing the space has been busy and I haven't been able to rent out that space, but I think I'm going to consider just having meetings at like one of the coffee shops or something.
Oh, that would be good.
Feel like I'm thinking March 24th, I want to have some kind of meeting to like plan and get people coordinated and stuff. And location is to be announced, but I will say Sunday, March 24th at 12 o'clock. and I'll figure out where.
but you already got the date and time.
That's me committing right now,
that's
so
half
that
the
I
battle.
can make myself follow through, because I think I have ADHD or something.
And then they can
so
find,
I need motivation.
They can find you where on Facebook?
The private group is called Kingman Area Reproductive Freedom Alliance. We have a page, but most of the stuff I post is on the group, that you have to like join it and answer the questions, because it's a private group. Because I don't like to post a lot on the page, because
you don't want
privacy,
trolls
and
too.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't want people showing up and like counter protesting
or the people that just want to talk shit.
Yeah, like
those
I just want
assholes.
to limit that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
like to get the more in-depth information, I think if you go to the page, there's a link to click on to join the group. And the group is where I have most of the information at.
Okay. Cool.
It's
confusing. I don't see why, we talked a couple episodes ago about Biden's age and Trump's age and shit like that. But if this issue is important to you, there's no question on who you should vote for. Despite how you feel about Biden and Israel, this or that, if this is your issue, and I think this is a core issue with me. I know it's with Snow, it's with Kat. Like this is like if you had like, what's the 5 things that are most important to you in this upcoming election? And of course, women's rights is definitely in that top 5 issues. And I don't see how anyone who that's a top issue is going to vote the other way. Now, that's probably why Trump came out and said like he supports IVF, because he's trying to win some people back.
I think he'd backslide. I think he's trying to flip-flop, and he's trying to look more moderate in the eyes of potential voters that are on the fence right now.
But
that's why I'm telling you, wait for it, folks. He's going to be bringing out a line of pumps. That and the pumps.
But
I don't know if a lot of women actually wear pumps anymore. I think most women are more concerned about
He's clueless. How many people wear gold tennis shoes? He's a clueless fucking idiot. He's gonna come out with pumps.
Touche, you got me there. All right.
They're gonna be gold pumps.
I wonder if whoever
boots.
spray painted those things is the same thing that spray paints his face.
His body. His whole body is Remember when they showed that picture of him getting sprayed tanned? And he was like naked, remember?
Ew,
No.
I don't.
Oh, and he was all
Don't
like,
show me that.
oh,
I'll have to gouge
yeah,
my
it's
eyes
gross.
out
You
if
don't
I
need to
that.
see it.
I blocked that out if I saw it.
Oh God, I think it
I
gets
need
burned
therapy.
into your memory.
Oh, God.
That's the reason I needed therapy. That's why we had to start this
I'm
podcast.
craving carrot sticks all of a sudden. Baby carrots.
And Cheetos.
Oh no.
The crumbs, the little crumbs in the Cheetos bag, not the bigger full ones. Gross. The cheese puffs.
Full of hot air
Yeah,
and cheesy bullshit.
the cheese balls.
God, we're just fucking fucked.
At least we got good beer.
You know.
Thank you, Bernie Sanders. You have some good beer.
Well, Vermont. I don't know if Bernie Sanders endorses
He endorsed
this beer.
it. He put his picture on it.
Yeah, they did have to have his likeness on the can.
Yeah. He probably.
Well, he
maybe
probably
he got,
supports
like,
a lot of the
royalties
Vermont
or something.
businesses. You know. Yeah. What is it? It's Vermont Brewing Company, right? That's the name
No,
of it.
isn't it like the Four Rivers Brewing Company at Winooski, Vermont?
Oh yeah, for something. Yeah. I don't think it was Four Rivers. Was it
Four
Four?
Quarters.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was Four Quarters.
Okay, well, that is delicious.
For something Brewing Company.
You know.
Vermont.
Well, we'll end on this, Kat. I remember a couple of weeks ago you posted on social media because you were just fed up with everybody.
Sometimes sometimes that's how it be on there.
Like all the haters, and they blame like California on everything and immigrants.
Oh God!
Just because there was something that happened, right? Like some crime happened around here, and went to just blaming Californians for it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like one specific one, because I feel like I see that a lot, but it just gets like maddening because it's just the same bullshit narrative regurgitated over and over, and I don't know, it's just frustrating.
And most of them will still go on trips to California. I'm like, stay the fuck out of their state then. God, don't burden them with your sorry ass going there.
I'm gonna go.
You know what I mean?
Spend your money there and
stimulate
the economy of
right.
a state that
to
you
them it's
hate.
like, why would you go if you hate them so much? Why would you go there and spend money? But then for me, like I'm looking at it like those poor Californians, they got to deal with your ass this weekend. Oh my God!
No, it's like I would love to go to Austin and visit because you've been to Austin, but I haven't. It looks like a great city, but I don't want to contribute my money to Texas's economy.
Yeah, fuck Texas. I mean, I don't want to step foot in Texas. I'm like, here's the thing. Texas hates women. They're proving it. I'm a woman. Why the fuck would I go there?
Hey, you know I went to Vermont because I had to go. My stepdad passed away, but I had a flight that had a layover. My work's flying me to Indiana, and I had a layover in Houston. But I changed my flight because I had to go to Vermont, and so I avoided Texas. And I'm glad I did, because I don't know, I just don't want to go there.
Yeah, I don't have a desire. Not until they're under new management.
Well, and that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Them and Florida. I'm like, I have no desire. I'm glad I've visited both of those states because, then just to be able to say I've been to every state, but I'm like, until you're under new management, I'm not coming back to your store. Kind of like one of those things. I'm not spending my money with you.
Okay, well, Kat, keep us posted on it.
Yes.
On everything, so we can promote it while you're not here. And we will definitely have you on, because we'll be at Pride also, because it's our favorite. It's our favorite thing that we do on this podcast.
Mm-hmm. We like going to Pride.
Yeah. So I guess on that note, we'll wrap this up. We've done like 3 episodes this week, so I think
we're good.
We're done. We're done. So, till next week, we will talk to you then.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye.